Welcome to the after party.
Hop out to the real party at the fucking after party.
It's an investment. It's an investment mindset versus a poor mindset. Mm-hmm. If you like, all right, I can invest and get way better equipment because I can make my money back.
I can build my shit up.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, when you get done with one piece, you sell it, and then you use that and pay for your next.
You don't have to be rich to think rich.
Exactly.
No, thinking rich makes you rich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having the money doesn't make you wealthy.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of dumbasses that have won a lot
Having
of
money don't make you rich. Yeah.
There's a lot of lottery winners that got that money and then fucking
in a year.
Debt. They're in debt. Millions in debt.
Could be me.
It could be me.
Nah.
It's some shit that I don't know.
That's too much money. That's too much money.
It depends, bro.
After a year not to have any of it, unless you invested it.
Some shit. Yeah, I would.
Unless you invested it, no.
If a lump sum shit came to me, yeah, like I would definitely keep some shit back. But like, I know it could be me just based off my paychecks. Like I have all these plans and shit, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm budget my money out, but then I see an HBO Max commercial showing all this shit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to spend this money. Or I'm playing Madden or some shit, and I'm trying to draw cards or some shit, and I'm like, bro, I'm not finna pay money for no fucking cards, but keep getting my ass kicked. $30 down the drain on Madden.
I'll take getting my ass kicked on a video game versus spending money.
I'm not playing video games like that.
No,
like,
no, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
It just happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. Like if you like doing something, then do it, but don't let that stop you from making.
I'm saying, if the check comes, we gon' spend. Yeah, but I've been through enough in life to know, like, nigga, you better put some shit in your pockets.
Think about like, say you want $15 million. That's enough to set you up for the rest of your life.
Right.
Live normal and then just buy a few extravagant things.
Type shit.
Like, who cares? Like,
be smooth. Like,
you get a house like this, but there's a Lamborghini in the front yard. It just makes the house look better.
But see, like, if I got hit with $15 million, I'd probably put $5 in the bank.
And that's enough for your kids.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just have that shit. And then I wouldn't just come up. I'd probably get new clothes and shit. But, like, I wouldn't just burn $10 million. You know what I'm saying? I'd, like you said, live normal and then gradually move up. But at the same time, just personally, I'm going to find out how to make that money work for me. So that shit just starts doing it on its own, bro. Like, that's how you get it. Like, you can sign the deal for millions and millions of dollars, because once that millions and millions of dollars runs out, that's it. That's all you did with it. If you don't figure out,
and the label gets to decide whether or not you're worth
money. Right, bro. Yeah, you're basically up to the mercy. But if you don't decide, or you don't figure out how to make that money, a piece of that money at least work for you in the meantime while you got it, then, you know what I'm saying, your ass out. You can get to the end of that million, or you can get to the end of that contract, and the label can decide whatever. It wouldn't even really matter what the fucking label decide, because you still got $25 million from your fucking shoe deals or some shit, or your commercials, or your movie rights or some shit.
It'd be those rappers that get unhappy in like their like contract deals, and like it's not even that they got fucked over; it's that they got paid $10 million, spent it all, now they don't want to put out the albums for them or some shit like that.
Like, I like to look at artists like Dave East, you know, like Lil Durk, and like these are like worldwide known niggas, but it's just like Dave East in specific. He like his album didn't do too well. His last album, The Survival, didn't do too well. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite shits. But I guess he's been considered on the decline, but to some people,
comes in waves.
Right. But he's not hurting for none, because he's doing the Wu-Tang shit. Him and Joey Badass play Wu-Tang, Method Man and Jizza or some shit. And it's just
Chance the rapper. He's independent still, and you know he's making
millions. But didn't he just do the show where he was the judge on the rap shit? So that's what I'm saying. That's a whole bag, bro.
Right.
Like,
and he's independent as fuck. He ain't have no one telling him what to do. He does what he wants to do, puts it out on his time, and still makes the money.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more than that shit, and that it doesn't necessarily have to stick with just music. Like when you're talking about just making the money work for you and using your platform to like make your shit pop, I like to look at DC Young Fly, bro. DC Young Fly is like one of the most hardest way, and that's why I said like I respect Nick Cannon and shit too. Like Nick Cannon doesn't have to be the best when you're a person of that stature, bro. It doesn't matter if you're the best, cause you know who else was rapping and who's fucking famous for a lot of shit and rich as fuck? Shaq, Ludacris, Master P. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's hella people, Bow Wow. There's hella people that's
shout out to Soulja Boy.
There's hella people that's come and gone and like dabbled in rap, and their music may not have been the best, but like they're still that fucking person. You feel me? Michael Jordan wasn't the best fucking baseball player, but goddamn, he's still Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? And every time he went up to bat, no matter where the fuck he was, that stadium was sold the fuck out to watch this 6'6" nigga strike out. You know what I'm saying? All awkward looking playing baseball at 6'6". Like, I don't know how the fuck he was doing that shit. I'd be scared as shit to play baseball. Niggas would be running. Pow! That shit hit your long, lanky ass knee. That's, you know, I got a problem with knees, nigga.
Bro.
Knees is sensitive.
Who you
Knees is sensitive.
Bro, that's how Childish Gambino be.
What do you mean?
Like, you talking about?
No, he's in TV.
Oh yeah,
He's
bro.
on TV.
Yeah, Childish Gambino. Yeah, he's another one.
That's Donald Glover. I saw
genius.
Donald Glover as a comedian and an actor on
Bro,
Community, and then he popped off.
You know what's crazy? You want to know something that's so crazy? He's so good at that shit that I didn't know Donald Glover and Childish Gambino were the same person.
Right.
Like when I didn't know when I think he came out as Gambino.
That's how it's supposed
but he was acting under Glover.
Yeah, he was Donald Glover, and he got like a little bit of fame from Community. So like when he first like became Childish Gambino, everyone was like, oh, yeah. He has a line where he says, "Why does every black actor gotta rap something?" And like that's how everyone was talking to him because like he was a comedian.
I couldn't tell you, like, I could hear him, I could watch him in a movie and I could hear his song and I could tell you I would sit here and argue that they're two different people.
Oh yeah.
And it just wouldn't even click that they're just the same, you feel me?
That's because he has a Gambino switch where like he'll go, alright, I'm Gambino now, this is like who I am, this is Gambino, and then like it's right back to Donald Glover.
Where do you think that comes from?
Normal.
That shit's all, that shit, I mean,
that's all
I'm not saying he's bipolar or anything, but I feel like the shit like that is for the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen him in an interview?
Yeah.
He don't act like a rapper.
Yeah, he's just normal.
He's just vibing. And they're like, oh, you're Childish Gambino. He's like, I guess I am.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that shit.
Yeah. You know, like when I first started doing podcast shit, bro, I used to I psyched myself out from thinking that it was more than just a camera right there. Like, it's just a fucking camera. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta treat it like anything else.
It's
but
just a conversation.
Like you were saying, I can also dress it up and be like, oh yeah, if I need to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But bro, you just you switch it up when you need to, bro.
Yeah, you
switch it up when you need
like
to.
you know that like you don't have to have the same energy you had in the intro that you do in the middle of it.
Right.
Like you don't have to carry that energy the whole time because now it's a normal conversation and the cameras don't matter.
Exactly. Cameras do matter.
Cameras
matter.
I knew you was about to say that shit.
They do. They really do. Look.